Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Angela. I am a full-time voiceover artist and audiobook narrator, and my channel is dedicated to those of you who are just starting out in this wonderful world of voiceover, in the hopes that I can help you along your own journey with learning some technical tricks and voiceover in general. I wanted to talk today a little bit about practicing voiceover, namely finding practice copy and honing your skills in a particular niche of voiceover, because there are quite a few. In the beginning, but let me first share with you a story. When I first started, I was so eager to get into this industry. I didn't care what I was doing, how much time it was going to take me. I had no idea how to streamline and really laser focus on one particular thing at a time. I was just a complete chaotic mess, trying everything that I could to find all the resources, to find all the information, to watch every YouTube video, to talk to every other professional who did this full time, to kind of wrap my head around this industry and what I needed to do to get into it as a whole. I was just a complete mess, but I found that as I went along and I started to do different types of voiceover jobs, that I was kind of learning hands-on, so to speak. I was learning as I was doing it. But once I got to a point that I really wanted to really practice on a specific thing, like e-learning, for example, and I needed to find not only practice copy, and then I would get distracted with an audiobook, and then I would get distracted with some telephony jobs, or then I would get distracted with learning how to manipulate video and to edit it and to add the voiceover to it. And then I would go squirrel and go over here to, something completely different, PowerPoint narration, whatever it is. And then I would kind of be back to where I started before, where I wanted to focus on e-learning, but then I got distracted by all of this and then all of this over here. So my advice to you is don't do what I did. Come to a conclusion as to what type of voiceover that you want to do. And I'm not talking about like solely, that's like not the only thing you want to do. But if you have a particular focus of what type of voiceover you would like to do, then spend some time listening. For example, if it was e-learning, take an online course. Go onto YouTube and see what you can find in terms of how-to videos. Hop onto Udemy and take an online course. Hop onto Fiverr. Fiverr's got some great online courses, although they are speakers, so not really quite voiceover, but you get the idea of how information is delivered to the listener. It's much easier to learn one specific type of voiceover and how it's delivered if you completely laser focus on it. Spend time on that one particular type or one particular niche of voiceover and really get good at it. Record your own and play with the editing and the formatting and splitting, different sections of the file. Write your own copy, record something from start to finish, play with it in terms of editing and formatting or whatever else that you want to do to get comfortable with an e-learning project from start to finish, but focus on just that one niche at a time. And then really get good at it. So you can say that you are a professional who specializes in this type of voiceover, and maybe even this type of voiceover, and then also this type of voiceover, instead of someone who's kind of a jack of all trades. Not that that's a bad thing, but if you know a little bit about each different type, that's great, but wouldn't you want to know everything, every little niche of voiceover inside and out? Once you find the niche that you like and that your customers most hire you for, that's kind of your specialty. Your clients will eventually tell you by what is purchased the most what your niche in voiceover is. And once you have that niche, then laser focus on it. Learn everything that you can about that particular niche of voiceover and become a specialist in that voiceover type. And there are dozens of types of, or dozen niches of voiceover. There's video game characters, there's telephony, there's e-learning, there's audiobook narration, there's meditation, there's video sales letters, there's, real estate walkthroughs, there's all kinds of different types of voiceovers, commercials, radio and TV, how-tos, YouTube narration. And again, I'm not saying don't be good at any of them or not offer all of them. I do. I offer any kind of voiceover that you could possibly want. But I specialize in e-learning and audiobooks and meditation. Those longer form type VO jobs is basically what I am hired for the most. Although I am hired quite a bit for phone greetings, telephony, and I could pretty much deliver any kind of format that you wanted, but I prefer the longer form narration like e-learning, audiobooks, and meditations. I enjoy them. I don't know why, because I think a lot of people would probably say the opposite, that they like the shorter voiceover jobs like commercials or, the faster, the quicker stuff that you can get more creative and have more fun with. Although I enjoy the longer, e-learning, audiobook, and meditation type jobs. So I am very familiar with these types of niches inside and out. So I would comfortably call myself a specialist in these niches. And I'm sorry for the noise. The air conditioner just came on because it's like 90 degrees in Arizona already in May. So I'm sorry for the noise if you can hear it. But my point is, when you're spending time practicing, when you finally can sit down and allot some time to practice one particular niche of voiceover, laser focus on that practice. Laser focus on finding yourself or writing your own copy to practice with. Narrate it from start to finish. Get familiar with the formatting and all of the settings in your DAW and produce it. That way you are familiar with that type of voiceover from start to finish. And then once you get your next job, you'll have a better idea about how to do it and how much time it's going to take to do it. Granted, there's still going to be a lot of things that you learn along the way. There might be some twists and some turns or some suggestions or requests from your client that you would have to integrate. But at least you have a good idea already how long it's going to take, how much your charge is going to be, and you're familiar with splitting files or adding effects or whatever else there is involved with that particular type of voiceover job. So you're spending your time learning this wisely and not just learning a piece here and a piece here and a piece here like I first did. And I mean, eventually I worked it out that it worked for me. I was able to understand for the most part in the beginning what the client was trying to tell me or what they were trying to ask for. And I was, I kind of figured it out as I went along. But in hindsight, I wish that I had really picked a niche or two and really laser focused on those to learn them inside and out. So I wouldn't have some of the troubles that I had in the beginning with learning these different niches of voiceover. So today, that is my advice to you. I hope that helps. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below or send me an email if you like. I always love hearing from you guys. Thank you so much for watching today. If you found this video helpful, please hit the like and subscribe buttons. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.